Hiya, Cosmic Cat here. How's everyone doing today? Oh, it is a master number 22. This birthday reading is especially for you if you happen to be born on March 22nd. That Aries, that Aries fire sign within you. Aries, you mark the very first of the beginning for us all, as you are in the first house, the planet ruled by the planet Mars, all about personality, self-image, first impressions, self-awareness, and outlooks. What's interesting about Mars being about self-image and your outlook on life is that the number 22 is a master number as well. And it signifies a master builder or master architect. And you are also known to be a very direct and determined, driven, competitive leader. So what does this mean to you? Are you building something right now? Are you an architect? Are you building something in your life or perhaps within your soul, within your body, some sort of new creation that you've manifested into reality for yourself? The interesting part about Mars also being about self-image is that we're currently in a Venus retrograde until April 6th, which is also about beauty, about love. And, it brings up for us, it brings up self-worth. And you may want to change your style, your hair, something about yourself that you feel it's just time to change. So if that's you, drop me a haircut emoji or something of that nature. Let me know, or comment below what that is for you. I'm going to go ahead and light your candle. For those of you new to my channel, I do a birthday reading every day. So this is the birthday reading for March 22nd, Aries. You may want to check your chart to see if you have Aries as your moon or your rising sign as well. And today, Aries, you are being guided for your to hone in on your upper chakras, especially the third eye and the crown. Those are of importance right now. And it may be kind of tough to do that with the retrogrades going on, the confusion between Mercury and Venus, also just the confusion in general with the state of, March is a very powerful month. It's all about purging and cleansing and letting go, shedding skin of what doesn't serve us anymore to allow space and room for new energy to come in for us. And there's also been a lot of confusion. If you felt not yourself or out of place lately, and you are on your spiritual path, an active one that you seeked and you wanted to be on, then this will make sense to you as to why it's a lot. It has to do with the power of the sky and the planets right now. So that being said, everyone and anyone that is on this planet of Earth School here is still undergoing an awakening, whether they believe in it or not, or whether they feel it or not. You are still in an awakening state to some degree and to some level. So you can still feel these different sensations in your body that come out of nowhere, kind of like they say, the wild hair. So I was guided to share that with you at this time. I'm going to go ahead and call in Source, our Creator, to be here with us now to oversee this reading for us. I'd like to call in Archangel Michael to protect our space and only allow high frequency energies in at this time. If there's anyone or anything that you would like to call upon, you may do so now. Only those spirit guides, ancestors, or beings holding and uplifting a high vibration frequency are welcome in this space. Okay. Also one last one last one here, too, actually. Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. Saint Germain with his violet flame to add a little bit of protection for us for any sort of energies that may try to come in that do not have that high vibration frequency. Okay, we have a candle going here, and at the end of the reading, I will blow out the candle, and before I do, I will give a pause. So if there's something that you would like to make a wish upon, ask about, you may also put that energy into these cards, because this is my purpose here for this reading for you today is really just to give a happy birthday to those of you who were born on this day. If you happen to know the number of Aries that were born on this day, please drop that in the comment and share with all of us. It'll help to engage and also to find out others who were born at the same time, maybe in the same place. That would be wild, right? Oh, that would be a unique connection that kind of like, affirms something for you, right? Okay, so we're going to do this. We're just going to go ahead and start pulling some cards to see what it is that Spirit has for you. What would you like, Aries, to know at this time? This could be about your day, could be about your week, the rest of the month, or perhaps something may surface that is in reference to the remainder of the year. Okay, no, okay. All right. I have chosen to use the Crow deck. You're a very wise being, Aries, and you're very blunt and direct. Sometimes can be impatient. And there's a temperament here in anger. Honestly felt anger a few days ago, actually the day before your sign went into full effect. There was some anger there, and there had been some frustration surfacing and bubbling up. So I felt your energy before you came about, your fire energy. But there is something to your energy that really is a teacher for many. Because Aries, I'll put it bluntly for you. You really are not the type of energy to take any shit. You don't do it. You just don't take any bull. It's not what you do. It's not a part of who you are. You are direct. You're forthcoming. You typically have a clear mindset of what you want, how you want it, and how you'll make it happen for yourself. Okay? So hit that like button and let me know below what that means to you. All right, so we have the judgment here, and this is about rebirth. So you are rebirthing, and this is in Pluto's energy. With judgment, it's a part of you that you have shed a skin on. You've shed something here, and now you're in the rebirth process. The whole entire northern hemisphere, we are actually in a rebirth process at this time when it relates to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, and the seasons. We have actually just transformed from the season of winter, which I refer to as the death season. It's where everything kind of dies off and it looks as though it will never ever rebloom again. And then we just had our spring equinox a couple days ago that just starts that bloom and starts reliving again. So this is judgment, and There's also Archangel Raphael, who I did call up in at the last minute. He is one that you can call upon to help you with this rebirth process, the personal one that you are experiencing at this time. Something inside of you, a story, a trait, a space, a habit, perhaps an addiction, something you have decided doesn't serve you anymore and you're letting it go now. And it's causing you're breathing better. You're actually able to breathe better now and you feel much lighter. What is that for you, Aries? What is that that you let go of? For someone out there, it's anxiety. You've really learned where your anxiety resorts, where it began. You got to the root of the problem. You got to the root of where your anxiety came from, and you worked through the anxiety. And before you weren't able to do any sort of breath work, but now you're able to do breath work, and you're very grateful for where you have come. The old soul is dying. That was a download I just received, and I think for some of you, there's a part of your soul that was a karmic cycle that is now been cleansed completely and eliminated from your soul. You still have your soul, but the a tiny portion, a speck of your soul, had some heavy dense energy there that was really weighing you down. Even though it could have been the smallest speck, it felt heavy as an anchor on a ship. And now that that anchor has been lifted, you are able to fly up freely. '20 may mean something for you. So perhaps in 20 days, something significant to this is going to happen that is relative to this. But you are in a sort of, so you're kind of in this uncomfortable position right now because you're typically direct, blunt, impatient. You don't beat around the bush, but because you have let this part go, you're finding yourself in this unknown space and unsure of how to move forward. And so you're going through this healing process within yourself because someone here is a truth seeker, and you're really, really trying to find your true life's purpose and the truth behind something that affected your life, your entire life. That's really all the information I can get at this time for that. Maybe more will come. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for your second card. We have Four of Wands, celebration, unionship. This could be partnership. Fours also represent stability. They also represent the seasons. There's 4 seasons, and that's change. That's telling me that this could be about change. So maybe this is something that has to do with the judgment. Kind judgment or discernment is the best kind of judgment you can use. Having discernment whenever you are using your judgment, that is key. Hmm. So there's a purity here of gaining peace. To get to this peace, it was not easy. And it required things from you that you really, that were new to you, that you really were unfamiliar with. For some of you, you were very rigid and you had to bring in some compassion for others, including yourself ultimately first. And it opened up like a lotus flower, all of this other emotions and compassion and sensations within you. And someone out there we're going through a detox, and you're hearing, you have this clair about you, this clair ability to where you can hear spirits communicate with you. This could be light language, or this could just be a sense of ringing in your ear. The left ear is the one that I'm being told is the main ear where you're receiving these messages. What are these messages you're receiving? And someone out there is becoming a light worker, has always been a light worker, but hasn't ever shown their light until now. Happy birthday. Happy rebirth day. Yes, yes. And thank you for sharing with the world. We definitely need all of the healing that we can absorb and consume at this time. And the more people, the more humans, beings that start to embrace this energy and start to have this feeling and start to follow your intuition and your gut, the more powerful we all become. So there is something here about union and partnership. Have you just signed a contract with a partnership for a business? Did that architect in you create something and inspire to share that with someone else? Okay. And then we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. Okay. This could be you teaching others a lesson, and it could be a tough lesson for you both. For instance, this could be you as a parent teaching your child something in a way that could be considered tough love, but it's a way to actually help them to grow and mature into their own self so that they're not always relying on you. This could also be you are a leader already, you are a boss, and your your workers, your employees, you've allowed them to slack a little bit. It's been the winter months, it's been hard, so you kind of give them a little bit of leeway. But now you're starting to get back up and amp back up. Business is picking up, and now you're starting to actually encourage them to, okay, well, it's time to get back in the swing of things, back to the busy cycle of you holding your own sword. Either way, this is a wonderful opportunity for others to actually take responsibility for their own behaviors, their actions, their words. So I'm also getting that for some of you, this is actually you learning about your boundaries, learning what that is, how that definition, how you define boundaries, and how you begin to implement them. And you've started to implement them here. And you, I was going to say you didn't have a choice. You did have a choice. In the past, you've always chosen not to, as a people pleaser, or not wanting to let someone down or disappoint others or create conflict or have conflict. So you've always just been hush about it. But now that you've went through this death and rebirth, this experience that changed your life, changed your perspective, changed who you are, you've built this beautiful, pure gold love relationship. You first built it with yourself, and now you're learning to share. You're sharing it with someone else here, and the fountain is gold, and it's just like overpouring with this pure loving vibration energy. And you are of fire, and this is a fire. This is definitely a fire. Wands are of the fire. You're passionate. You're very passionate about this fountain, and you see your passion overflowing. And there's all this peace. There's this love. There's a union and partnership that you have never, ever known before. It's wonderful. It's absolutely just, it really is. I just have this huge burst of energy that overcame me, and also this sense of completion, a sense of embracement, and I have angel bumps just going and flowing throughout my entire body while I'm sitting here reading for you. So thank you, what you're doing for yourself. If you couldn't understand it before, how it impacts the world, perhaps maybe now you're able to see how what your skills are, what you have to offer, can really benefit this world in a tremendous way, in a very uplifting, loving, high vibrational way, with inner peace, vibrating external peace for others, a love that you've never felt before, passion that has been gone from you for quite some time now. And here you are now with all of this. There's a purity here. And with that, moving to your 5. So it's like you go from 4 to 5, which is, it's showing that you're on the right path, you're on the right track. This is you going into your mindset. Yeah. Okay, what does this mean to you? Did what I say resonate for you at all about these cards and the union and the 5 of Swords? I mean, the Judgment is all about, it's also all about fire. It is from the fire. So we have two fire, and then we have the clarity coming in. So again, now I'm getting a sense of like burning of what was, and letting go of the past, so that you can now embrace this now moment, this moment that is happening, that is right in front of you right now, but you've been stuck and stagnant in this old set or old behavior ways that you're now being released from. Yeah. I mean, this could also mean that you went through a battle. You've went through a battle, and V could be victory for you. It costed you quite a bit, but you survived and you overcame it. So this shows your determination in the matter. And you definitely spoke and communicated, just as you are, Aries. You are a direct communicator, and that is a good quality to have. You communicated it, and then it just freed your space up. And now you're open and ready. It could also signify here that it could symbolize a sense of feeling isolated because you did stand up for yourself, or you did finally speak the truth that you had held back. Or that you're heading in that direction. So it's just important for you to be aware of that and know that that's something that's possible for you, okay? Let's see, what do we have on the bottom? On the bottom we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. Playfulness, childlike, which could really benefit you. And I also see some sacred geometry in here. So quite possibly Archangel Metatron could be of help for you. We just came out of Pisces season. Pisces season could have been where you went into this space, the death and the rebirth. That's very true as well. Let's pull one more. We will pull a card here, positivity card for you. Oh, let's see. Let's see what this says. When you get into a tight place and everything goes against you till it seems you cannot hold on for a minute longer, never give up then, for that is just the place and time when the tide will turn. Yeah. And this shows true right here. Right here. Here is another one. These two both fell out together, and I couldn't decide which one to take, so we're taking both because they both seem relevant to your reading today. It is extremely important for one to face their fears and live a bold life. Yes, yes, yes. So remember that today while you're out there being a leader on your master number day, 22. Yeah. Okay, one more. We're going to do an angel number card for you. I actually do these readings daily, the angel number cards. Also, every day. They're short videos if you'd like to check them out. Spirit, what do you have for Aries, March 22nd birthdays for the reading? This will be able to help you figure out this. You want to keep your eyes peeled for any numbers that are out there. Look at that. 9999. Lesson learned. Yes, it's how we started. Your lesson has been learned. You learned your lesson. That's why it's a death and a rebirth. Death and a rebirth. Okay? Lessons learned. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive toward your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it. You made it. It's all about culmination, results, benefits, reflection, and completion. And that, my friends, is you. That is you. This is the message we have for you today. Please be sure to like, subscribe to my channel, watch my other videos I do throughout the day. I only do them when I'm guided. So, yeah, and every day I do readings. So be sure, and some of them are shorts because I know you're very busy people there, Aries. You're always doing something, and you've learned your lesson with the judgment, and you've rebirthed into this new being, allowing new energy to come in, which has resulted in this unionship now, and you're able to really connect more on a deeper level with others and someone specifically. And this could be love, a loving, intimate partner. This could be a partnership, business, or career. This could also be you and your inner child. You've connected with him or her who has been hiding and afraid to be felt and didn't want to connect with you. So by doing all of this, it puts you in this position to, yes, there are going to be some things that will change with all of this energy that you've transformed into a new being. And when transformation comes to us, it is common and likely that we lose friends, that we and when we say lose friends, anyone that is intended and meant to be in your life will always be in your life. They will not go away, they will not disappear, they will always be in your life, because that's the way that it's supposed to be. So it is, remember that, it is nothing more, nothing less. It is. Okay. Yeah. So let me know in the comments below how this resonates for you. Now, before we go, I do want to blow your candle out. Wear something purple today. Purple is your color. Maybe perhaps carrying around amethyst with you, or a purple fluorite. Even a lepidolite would work. Lepidolite is really good to put on top of your computers or your cell phones if you carry around. It helps with the electromagnetic smog and pollution that the computers and cell phones all carry. It helps with a number of things too. If you've had insomnia lately, it's important for you this will help if you put this by your bed. It's a very flaky stone. I really feel like it helps to show growth and upward movement, like upward progress, and also the shedding of layers of what doesn't serve us anymore and what isn't really working for us. It's really beautiful to see under here. It almost has this like glass like image to it. I'm not sure if you can see it. It looks like there's some quartz in there too, but it's really good for it dispels negativity, and it helps also your joints and your body. It helps the sciatica or sciatic muscle or nerve. If you'd like to place it on there, if you have that struggle with that, it helps those who are going through menopause at this time. I'm trying to think. There's so much that this stone offers. And yeah, lepidolite. Okay, so on the count of 3, I'm going to blow this candle out. You go ahead and make your wish now at this time. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may all your wishes come true. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.